Woo! Did you see that? Yo! Sid, if y'all watch this, it is. Look at that expression. This is peak entertainment right here. Sanjae Uchiha here. Welcome back to the channel where, of course, we'll be tackling Boruto episode 218 today. Last week was definitely in the running for episode of the year. Definitely top 5 for the Boruto anime easily, at least when it comes on to, action and fights. But, here we are, 218. We're approaching the epilogue or the ending section of this whole fight with Isshiki Otsutsuki. And for anime onlys that may be watching this, depending on how this episode goes, you're in for a big surprise when it comes on to Mr. Uchiha himself. So, get your popcorn is all I'm about to say. But anyway, if you're new here, welcome to the channel. Of course, leave a like if you do enjoy or end up enjoying my reaction and my review. Also, subscribe because it's free, free take two, as I always say. And let's get right into it. Alright, here we go. This is really giving me like flash forward Kawaki versus Boruto vibes when he's like standing on the cliff. Busting the fire style. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, I really love this close-up of his eye. Like, it just looks really good. It's just the confidence what Isshiki has for me. Shadow clone jutsu, bitch. Yo, when I saw this in the manga, I'm like, yo, this was like, this was just so fresh. So fresh of a move for Kawaki to pull. Like, yo, dog. And it's just all because of the training with Naruto, isn't it? I have the Kawaki theme to play. Stepping in face, man. Now, the preview for this episode kind of left out a lot of the latter half of what's going to happen. So, and then, Sasuke fans, are we ready to get our popcorn and ting? Woo! Woo! Did you see that? Yo! Sid, if y'all watch this, it is. Look at that expression. This is peak entertainment right here. Woo! Yes. All right, here we go. All right, well, now stop. Anton looking clean. Yeah. Yeah, but not gonna lie, Momoshiki looking real fresh. So I know they had to kind of, I guess make it more visible for the anime, but I kind of prefer how it was in the manga. It was more of a surprise, yes, me. Like showing it before made it obvious. But I guess even if they didn't show it, you would have heard the sound effect either way. But like it was just so much funny in the manga. Like Sasuke just suddenly get hit down. The only problem I have with this is because, alright. Yeah, I'm gonna save it for the review section. Because it's like looking back at it with this whole, absorbing ninjutsu chakra kind of wakes up at Boruto because it replenishes his chakra. It's just. It's kind of implied in the Boro fight, but it's not made such a big deal of. So, yes, I mean, yeah. All right, it is time. I'm interested to see if they're gonna alter the dialogue a bit compared to the manga. It's just a lack of OST or anything this moment here. Ah, Itachi reference. Yo. Yo. You know, this is already much better than than the manga. Kurama going like nah, that was like only the last part of Shippuden. All right, see there. I've been in a ton of fights. I probably lost without your help. But the persons from the old school fandom, that would say, yo, Naruto, I can't know without the nine tails, no. Okay, so Naruto admitted himself. So we can end that lifelong debate. Dang. Yo, it's just a realization on Naruto's face. Honestly, the look on his face when it comes to realization. Dog. Yo. Nah, I'm gonna play about this stuff. We might have to mute the audio for this section because of copyright, I think. But dog, dog, this is a million times better than the manga. The moments. Oh, they even showed the other tail. Yes, yo. Am I actually tearing up a bit? Dog. Yeah. Oh. Listen. Listen to me. I say this every week, and you guys are probably just tired of me saying it, but when it comes on to the Boruto anime as of this arc, it has taken the manga material, which, to be honest, while I have been enjoying the manga material, but the anime has just taken the manga material and taken it to the next level, kind of just making up for the lack or whatever lack of how should I just any lack anywhere the manga was kind of lacking, the anime has time and time again with these episodes really taken up the slack and actually made it much more appealing, made the material work to the best of its abilities. And episode 218 partner is no different, if I'm being quite honest, especially when it comes on to the latter half, when it comes on to the character of Kurama. Of course, this episode takes advantage of the fact that it is an anime episode, so there's so much more it can do when it comes on to the visuals, the music, and conveying at least based on the format, conveying emotion, at least compared to the manga. And that's not to say that your manga panels can't really convey emotion, that's not what I'm saying, but I think you guys get what I'm saying. So yo, this was a solid episode of Boruto. I'm not like it was, let me say, it was good, it was really good, I'm not gonna lie. So even coming from the beginning, where we had the last moments of Isshiki Otsutsuki and Kawaki, that confrontation right there was a good one. It's one I really enjoyed in the manga, and of course I enjoyed it here. Reason being, it's practically, it's literally because of the time that Kawaki spent with Naruto in terms of training, Naruto taking him on as a student. It really informs the actions, the set of events that actually take place here. Because if it wasn't for that, Kawaki wouldn't have been able to pull off the Shadow Clone Jutsu to actually get the jump on Isshiki there. So that just kind of shows that, you know, at least the time that we spent in Konoha, if nothing else, when it comes on to Kawaki and Naruto's time together, had relevance to the story, and it helped to kind of pull them out of this situation where Kawaki was actually going to be remarked with a karma seal. So that's one thing I really love about that situation there, and it actually put Kawaki in the driver's seat. Of course, it's always good when we have all these characters, everybody can actually play a part, so that actually helped to bring out the positives, the marks for the episode for me personally. So yo, that was really good. That was really good. So but of course, the funniest part of the episode, the popcorn, is Sasuke losing his Rinnegan. Jeez. Just when he had the beatdown of his life, when it comes on to this fight, he goes and loses his Rinnegan. And Jano, that just rough. But at least, and this is what I was saying when it came on to this chapter in the manga, at least when it came on to fighting Momoshiki in this episode, seeing his intelligence on display again, and his tactics and his analyzing and thing, it kind of helped make up for his lack of performance when it comes on to helping out in the fight against Isshiki, if I'm being quite honest. Because again, as I said after, when I was talking with Anthony, if you're watching this and he didn't leave, episode 65 continues to be the best showcase of Sasuke's performance when it comes on to the Boruto era. So getting little moments like these kind of help to redeem his any problems persons have with his performance in the Boruto era. Just seeing his tactics and strategy and everything again, that was good. Him analyzing the karma seal and the fact that Borushiki can't risk absorbing chakra. No, I know when it comes on to comparing this moment to the fight with Boro, that, you know, Momoshiki only had to take out Boro and that's it. He wasn't worried about trying to get Kawaki and then leave and thing. But, you know, in hindsight, it would have been good if they, you know, explicitly stated like, yo, absorbing chakra is going to cause me to, you know, cause Boruto to wake back up. But then again, when I think about that now, it wouldn't have made Sasuke's analysis as impressive, right? So give and take. So I guess to a degree it was kind of implied by the fact that, you know, Momoshiki went back to sleep soon after, so after absorbing chakra from Naruto. So I guess I'll chalk it up to a 50-50 kind of deal. So it is what it is. But yo, it was fun seeing Momoshiki in this. Seeing him get more of an extended time on screen through Boruto's body and the karma, and just going up against Sasuke and and Kawaki. So that was good, not gonna lie. Of course, Kawaki, being ever the proactive character in this episode, continues through this fight. And not only that, we get a big revelation when it comes on to the future of Boruto and Kawaki, as Momoshiki puts it, their bodies, even if they lose karma at this point, they're at least 80% Otsutsuki. So for anime only watchers, that's a big hint in terms of how the progression of power is going to go, or at least the potential progression of power is going to go when it comes on to Boruto and Kawaki. Because the big thing is, you know, since day one, you know, how is Boruto going to surpass Naruto and Sasuke? But, you know, as time goes on and getting revelations like these help to establish the foundation of how that, you know, progression is actually going to go. So that's the thing. And you know, as of the latest chapter, without giving spoilers, we're kind of starting to see the beginning of that progression. So just saying, it really sets up things for the future of the series. So it's just those, well, I would say it's these little things, but it's not really a little thing, because of course now even Kawaki can be fed to the 10 tails, or either of them. So it's setting up things for the future of the series from a power standpoint as well. So I definitely like that tidbit. No. The death of Kurama. Compared to the manga, like, I've seen throughout these episodes that the anime has decided to kind of change up the dialogue, kind of change up the order of stuff, sometimes in a subtle way, not too drastic. We've seen it with, you know, last episode and the episode before, in terms of how the lead up to Baron mode was handled. But, you know, seeing how they changed up the dialogue here, compared to the manga, it's a definite improvement. Because I think in the manga they were saying, like, Naruto at one point was saying, hey, yo, you killed my parents, or like, and they took out that line completely. And I thought it worked better with how they structured things with this episode. Hold on. Yeah, sorry about that. Somehow, for some reason, the lights started to flicker for some reason. But yeah, the dialogue definitely worked better. It was interesting that they chose to have like total silence in terms of the OST going into the conversation between Kurama and Naruto. But again, and this has been like a consistent thing with these episodes, where it's like, I think content of like, sorry about this, guys. The character acting, the expressions on their faces, little things like that kind of help to really sell moments like what happened in this moment even more. Like, it really works. It chimes with me, with the audience. It chimes with the audience much more. It kind of allows more of a emotional reaction, you know, from the moment. And just seeing the look on Naruto's face when he realizes that the cost of Baron mode is really not both his and Kurama's life, but just Kurama's life. Just the expression on his face, and like, you could see it, man. Like, you could just see it, honestly. Like, it would kind of be like when Boruto got his arm broken 2 episodes ago, and you could just see the pain on his face. And whoa, even the decision to have like the ending be like, you know, kind of just, you know, pans and stills, and kind of just look back at the life of Kurama and thing, and just like, well, more so moments from Naruto and Naruto Shippuden. Like, it just worked. Like, I was even getting tear. I was kind of tearing up at one point. I'm like, yo, dog, the fact that even that happened just proves to me that this was much better than the manga. Because manga wise, it was like, okay, yeah, Kurama's dead. This is major stuff, but yo, this worked. And yo, like, the fact that they showed the tail beast reacting is just that, yes, me, is a world of difference. Because it's one thing what I'm sure a lot of persons have asked at one point, and they're like, you think the tail beast would react or say something? And it, based on how it looked, it even seemed like it was still from Naruto's inner world, it seemed. So I guess this kind of still confirms he still has a chakra for the rest of them, despite losing Kurama. So there's that. But yo, this just works. This just worked, honestly. So it just worked. it just worked. Kurama going, yo, honestly. And of course, for persons, well, I'm sure most persons are watching, coming from Naruto Shippuden, are reading from Naruto Part 1, Part 2 manga wise, you know, this is like big implications for the future of Naruto. And you know, it kind of just makes you question how are things going to progress further into the series when it comes on to Naruto and his combat prowess. So yeah, the episode just definitely worked, dog. from previous things in the arc actually informing or affecting things in this episode through Kawaki, and his efforts against Isshiki, through Sasuke and Naruto redemption with what makes his character really tick for the audience a lot of times. It's not to shine, the character acting and the expressions out of person's faces, establishing the foundation on what's going to happen power progression wise for Boruto and Kawaki, potentially speaking. All in all, the art and animation was good. Definitely a solid improvement over the manga material. Kurama's goodbye, like, it just worked. But anyway, let me know what you guys thought. Of course, be sure to like, leave a comment, subscribe. We're almost at 1,600 subscribers, and I'd appreciate if we get that to that at least by before this month ends. So yeah, Sanjae Uchiha, guys. Hope you guys are having an awesome Sunday, and I'll see you in the next Boruto video.